What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Madden NFL 21 franchise for the Las Vegas Raiders here at Pastors Game 2. Welcome to the channel, man. If you guys are new, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. We'd love to have you join us on our journey as we sort of rebuild and play out the Las Vegas Raiders and this franchise story. Think about doing some fun things in the story to kind of shift or switch things up a little bit, so I can't wait to tell you about that. But this is week 3, and we are going to be going up against the, well, I guess you'll see in just a minute. Flojo, go ahead and kick the music. Alright, I guess you see who it is. We're going against the Cincinnati Bengals, up against last year's MVP, Joe Burrow. And last game we played them, it was in the playoffs right after the robbery of Josh Jacobs for not getting the MVP. And so we took it out on them. They got no touchdowns that game. We're going to try to have a repeat performance today as we face off against these guys again. So man, looking forward to it. And go ahead and take a look at some of those old games. I thought the playoffs games were pretty fun last year, and if you didn't get a chance to check out those videos, you probably should if you're interested in these sort of things. I'm trying to upload the full games minus the punts and basically minus the kicks, unless it's a field goal for 3 points, but like the extra points and stuff like that, and the punts we're not adding on. We're kind of editing those out, and then we're also just trying to, but I do want to try to get like every one of the plays. It's tough doing that because I'm thinking that maybe you guys would rather just get like some of the highlight plays, but I kind of want to highlight the offense and the defense, and a 3 and out tells us a little bit more about the defense, even if it's boring, you know. And so I'm trying to keep that live. So here we see it's 2nd and 10. Joe Mixon gets the ball, runs up the field, gets about 5 yards probably on that, 4 yards on that run. And yeah, the Raider defense, it's not too bad. We haven't been great. We were really good that first week. Then last week was fine, you know, it was good. But you know, we don't really feel like we're hitting our stride. It doesn't feel good. We did change our sort of defensive scheme from the 4-3 to the 3-4. Nice tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner, keeping Mixon behind the line, 2nd and 12. We did change our scheme to the 3-4, and so I'm learning a new playbook and also learning these new players. And so there's lots of learning going on. And we're trying to figure out, and then some of these players, they may not last forever. Like you got to decide, like, are these the right players for this scheme and this team for what we're doing? Are they working well together? So lots of things working out. There's the coach coming in trying to get the offense ready to maybe take the field. It's 3rd and 6. Burrow steps back, looks and overthrows his target. So it's going to be 4th and 6, and so the Raiders are going to get the ball for the first time today. You see Marcus Mariota on the sideline just chilling, but we're going to get the rookie Clifton Saban come in, and he's going to set up the offense and see if we can move down the field and get into scoring position, maybe get a touchdown. Let's see how it goes. Josh Jacobs with the nice hole there created for him on the right hand side, and he goes down injured on the first run of the game. And we'll see how serious that is. We've had Josh Jacobs get injured 2 or 3 times this season so far. He's come back from each one of them. You see he's working out his his shoulder there. But it's starting to make me think, man, are we going to have to get somebody else to back him up? Because if Josh Jacobs goes down for a long time, that could really hurt our offense. You know, he's really the heart and soul. He was giving the quarterback a chance to grow. So you see, Jalen Richard got the first down there, but then also Hunter Renfrow got the injury, and so we'll see what happens with him. Josh Jacobs is right back in the game, so he's back in, but the frequency of that injury is a little bit concerning. 2nd and 8, 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first quarter. No score at the moment. Ooh, there was a nice hole right there, but Jacobs couldn't get in between it. Couldn't squeeze through and get into the backfield. And the quarterback misses a pass. He was open over the middle. The Raiders are going to go for it here on the middle of the field, 4th and 5. I don't know that this is the best move with how inaccurate Clifton Saban has been, but he does hit his target over the middle. This time he hits the tight end, DeSalvo, I think it is. I forgot how to say his name. Anyway, number 88. Nice catch. You know, he's been almost intercepted. He's been a solid tight end receiver. Waller had a good game last game, but Waller did also drop a lot of passes. And I don't know how much goodwill he earned for himself last game. 3rd and 5, 2 minutes left in the first quarter, and the score is still 0-0. But the Raiders have had the ball and have been keeping on it, and that should have been an interception right there as well. Darren Waller keeps the player from holding on to the ball. He plays some defense there, and it's a good thing because that should have been a pick. The second bad throw by the Rook. Looking over the middle, easy find Brian Edwards going across. Nice little juke right there, and gets a couple more yards after the shake and jump juke to the right. Jacobs with the ball gets 2 or 3 yards on that run. So here's what I'm thinking about, and I hope you guys jump into the comment section and tell me what you think about this idea. So one of the things I really like about, to me, franchise is about stories. You know, it's about stories and storylines. Oh, and a nice passing catch. Is that a touchdown? It is. Brian Edwards with the catch. Gets free on the left-hand side. Gets the catch. Gets the touchdown. And Brian Edwards is still keeping his name relevant in the middle of all this. He hasn't been like the go-to guy like kind of he was at the beginning of the season last year. But he's been solid every game. Just about every game. He's been there and making a couple big plays a game, or at least, again, being relevant. So shout out to Brian Edwards, and Saban makes a nice touchdown pass and gets it done. But what I was saying is franchise. So franchise is about stories, you know, to me. It's about how do you create these storylines? You have these guys who are quarterbacks, and you know they're coming in, and you got these, I don't know, it's different than just jumping in and playing games just to play them versus bringing a story into a game. And so I'm thinking about ooh, nice juke by Mixon. Oh man, he should just turn the corner and went up, but he didn't at the end of the first quarter. So I've been thinking about writing stories in the description of the games. You know, I've done it a little bit. Oh no, we got to get him. Mixon has a huge hole. He just gets 11 yards. Feel like he should have got much more on that run. Raiders got caught slipping on that run right there. I'm thinking about adding stories to the beginning of the game, or at least to the description, in order to, you know, just kind of fill in some context. You know, I think it'll for me, it would be interesting to see how these stories actually play out. Again, they're obviously they would be fictional, and you know, you're kind of just creating these characters and such. And we would want to write up a whole bunch of stuff. But I just want to know what you guys think about it. Would you be down for a small sports article? Think of it like ESPN is writing an article on the Raiders. They've got a beat writer who's following the Raiders, and that beat writer is just at the practices and doing all this stuff. And when they're going into the game, he's writing it from a preview point of view. He's writing these storylines, these based on personality. And at the and the reading, you would read a little bit of a story, and right before you come into the game. Now, the reading of the story is not something we would do on camera or on video or anything like that. First down by the Bengals, by the way. But it would be something that in the YouTube sort of description field, we would write these stories, and it would be kind of part of what we do. Like the idea would be that you would read that story, read that sports story, and then come into the game and see how it lays out. I kind of tried it a little bit with the last game. We even titled it, Darren Waller is furious, and of course I'm making that up, right? I'm Darren Waller being furious. Nice tackle by number 92 there for the loss. But Darren Waller, obviously there's nothing in the story. Ooh, we get in there and we're able to blow up the screen pass. Good play, Demarius Randall. But we can kind of like lay out, like, if I look at, let's say I put someone on a trade block and they found out about that, and they're either happy about that, motivated, or pissed about that, or whatever, so let me know what you think. That's a really long explanation. Let me know what you think about basically using the description to write a kind of short sports story about what's happening in the Raider team, the Raider life, whether it's the coach or a particular player or what have you. Just curious what you guys think about that, so let me know. I haven't called very much of this game, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it, but I mean, it's 7-3. You guys are watching it and you can see what's happening. The Raider defense has done pretty good on defense. Of course, the defense has done good on defense. They are the defense. Good pass and catch. Oh, Josh Jacobs, how you gonna drop that while you wide open? Darren Waller does get the catch though, and we get the first down anyway. But come on, Josh Jacobs, do better. Wide open, that's crazy. All right, you got Waller again. Does he get the catch and bring it in? Second, yes he does. So it's the second quarter, 24 seconds. Darren Waller with another nice catch. The man has heard the cries of Raider Nation, and he's softened those hands so that he can bring in the pass. Can I get an amen? Oh, that's a bad pass. Ooh, that should have been intercepted again. Heathcliff. You can't be doing that, man. Ooh, circle's open. But we hit it underneath to Josh Jacobs. 13 seconds left on the 14-yard line. The Raiders are probably going to try to throw this ball. They have no timeouts left, so they got to throw this ball and it'd be a touchdown, or they got to throw this ball away. Clifton throws it toward the end. Ruggs gets the catch, but is he inbounds? No, he's not. 4th and 2. That's a nice catch, though. We're gonna see that one again. I know it's hard to celebrate things that don't count, but look at this play. Oh, they like it. Oh, they're highlighting the defensive player. Ooh, that's a nice catch. I wish he would have been able to get his feet in. That would have been nice for a touchdown. But the Raiders settle for a field goal at the end of the first half. 10-3. Las Vegas over the Cincinnati Bengals. So far, so good. The Raider defense is still holding Burrow to 0 touchdowns to this point. And so that ends the half. Only 71 yards total for the Bengals, and closer to 140 yards for the Las Vegas Raiders. Let's take a look at the league at halftime. Cleveland Browns, who are 0-2, two 0-2 teams actually. The Browns are leading this going into halftime. Who's going to win that game? We're rooting for the Browns. We need for the Chargers to lose. Dolphins come in and they beat the Jets. The Dolphins are 1-2. The Jets 2-1. I don't know what happened to the third game there, but that's 2 of them. So that's good enough. We're back. The Raiders with the ball, trying to decide what to do with this pass. Saban, gets a nice block. Circle was open, but we didn't think we could actually hit him. And so we run and get the 4-yard catch. 4-yard scramble on that. Give it to a much better person who can run the ball, but he doesn't get very much. Josh Jacobs has been pretty quiet this game. Only 6 rushes, 19 yards. Looks like John Gruden is trying to baptize Saban to get him in the game, see if he can develop some passing. Finds his guy Henry Ruggs over the middle. Nice pass and catch. First down and 10 on the 41-yard line. The Raiders are moving the ball. Looks like they're going to run it over the left side. Let's see if we can follow the fullback, who's supposed to be a star. He does get a nice block. The fullback does. Nice. And does spring Josh Jacobs for 7 yards. Let's see if we can get another nice block from number 45. We see him. He does go up early. And the stiff arm tries to hold his man back, but just gets sucked in and gets gang tackled by the Bengals, but not before they can stop him from getting the first down. So 1st and 10. Looking over the top, he finds his man Henry Ruggs, and Clifton Saban is starting to put a game together. He's got some nice passes. Maybe this is starting to come together for him. Finds a guy again. This one, Henry Ruggs, on the 5-yard line, and he's moving the ball down the field. We haven't had to say Josh Jacobs' name very much. He does find this guy right over the middle. Oh, but what? Why did he step back? That's crazy. Second and goal. Josh Jacobs tries to get it, and he doesn't. He moves it down to the 2-yard line, and it's 3rd and goal, 3-yard line. And you know who's going to get this ball? Josh Jacobs. You have to give it to him. He's the best runner in the league, and he gets it in for the touchdown and cashes in for the Las Vegas Raiders, putting them up with a substantial lead, 17-3. And with the way that Cincinnati is playing right now, and the way that the Raider defense is playing against them, I just don't think this game looks like it could be in the bag. Although it's early for me to say that, it just doesn't feel like the Bengals are moving the ball with any real consistency, unless Saban comes through and throws a bunch of interceptions, unless the defense gets opportunistic. We'll see what happens. Mixon up the middle, or gets a run, gets about 4 yards, I believe, on that play. 3 yards, 2nd and 7. And the Bengals are trying to get going. Yeah, but if you don't like that story idea, I'd love to hear you guys' idea about how we can sort of infuse more story. Ooh, interception by Mullen, and he takes it. Throws a man to the side, said no, sir. Was that Mixon he threw to the ground? How about the role reversal? Normally Mixon is throwing other fools to the ground. Let me see if that was Joe Mixon who got thrown to the ground by the cornerback. Nice break on the ball. Good pass and catch. Number 28. Is that going to be him? Let's see if they show the run. We may not show the run. Oh, they didn't show the run. I think it is number 28 that got smashed. So I love it. Good interception. Way to go, Mullen. I see you, dog. Okay, so 24-3 in this game. Again, getting away from the Cincinnati Bengals. 3rd quarter with under 2 minutes left to go. 2nd and 2. Ooh, and that's a drop by his man on the right-hand side. That's not AJ Green. AJ Green, if you remember, is on the... What team was he on? AJ Green got added to it. Oh, the Cleveland Browns. He's on the Browns. And so the Bengals lost one of their big producers. Raiders got the ball back after they made them punt. 2nd and 6. But yeah, if you guys have some ideas on how to make the stories a little bit better, I'm not against doing like, again, some sort of fictional story, right? I really like the idea of sort of creating a sports world, or at least a fictional sports world around the Raider team in addition to playing the game. So I'm looking for ways to do that. I also think it'd be a way to kind of make it stand out from the crowd, because right now we don't want to look like all the other franchises out there. We want to find something that'll be a little bit different. But also, I don't have a ton of time to do a whole bunch of special editing and all that. But I do have time to try to put together maybe a little paragraph or two of story. Or something like that. I don't know. Maybe we should do something with on video. Maybe we should do something in that way. I don't know. Love to hear what you guys think about that. All right, fourth quarter, 6 minutes left in the game. 1st and 10. Raiders 24-3. This game feels like, again, it's in the bag. The Raiders just kind of trying to milk the clock now to keep the Bengals from slowing the game down. We're trying to get out of this without injury. Nice passing catch to Waller, but just gains a yard, I believe. Yeah, 3rd and 8. And triangle's open, yes. And Jacobs breaks the tackle and gets into the first down. And that's going to give them another 4 downs to play with on the 16-yard line. Again, 4 minutes left. They pass over the middle and finds Hunter Renfrow and Saban, I believe that's got to be his second. Is that his second or third touchdown pass? We'll see in the stats. That's 31 points. I know that Josh Jacobs had 2 of them. That's 14. So I think that's his second pass. There was one of them that should have been a touchdown pass that he stepped out of bounds, and then Jacobs was able to run it in. So maybe that's why it's messing with me. But Burrow still has not scored a touchdown on the Raider defense since last year's MVP debacle. Ooh, a drop by Joe Mixon, and the Bengals are just out of it right now. I think everybody's waiting for this game just to be over. Pass across the middle to his guy. Who is that? I don't know who that receiver is, number 19, but Corey Littleton gets the tackle with 4 tackles on the day so far. An audible by the Bengals to create some man-to-man matchups. Let's see what they think they see. And ooh, they do get the pass off, and he does make the catch, or does he not? Yes, he makes the catch. 1st and 10. Number 87, the tight end Uzoma, shows up, and there's the rookie hype and fired up that he's having probably the best game of his very, very short career. Every game, Saban has gotten just a little bit better. He's gotten just a little bit better. 1st and 10 for Bengals. 3 minutes left in the game. Ooh, and they find a guy wide open over the middle. Can we get to him? We do. And that's Alex Bonds who makes the tackle and gets him and prevents the touchdown from happening. 1st and goal. Let's just keep him out of the end zone. You know what I mean? Like, we just don't want to give up the touchdown. We'll give up the field goal. Ooh, the big hit by Smith. The new acquisition. He comes through and puts his stamp on this game. Make sure you say his name. Joe Mixon gets hit, and another big hit by Lamarcus Joyner comes in, and he does his thing and make sure that the Bengals know that he's there as well. Can we keep the touchdown from happening? Is this going to be a run? Looks like this is going to be a pass. It may be a run up the middle. No, it's a pass and touchdown. They do get the touchdown. The Raider defense do not keep them out of the end zone. It would have been nice. Josh Gordon comes up, gets the catch, and makes sure that the Bengals get a touchdown on the board, 31-10. They tried an onside kick with about 2 minutes left, and that is unsuccessful. Mills, cornerback, is on the hand team. He does get it. We got this play where it looks like the left side is far more open than the right, but Josh Jacobs finds a hole on the right side anyway and is able to get a big gain. Jacobs has 80 yards on the day, but it feels like he's been relatively quiet. I know he got a couple touchdowns, but this game has been really more about passing the ball and watching Saban slowly learn how to dissect his defense. Bring the fullback in motion. There's a lot of people who say the fullback is unnecessary, but play like that, and I think that's the 3rd touchdown for Josh Jacobs. What's funny is, it says second rushing. The other one I think was Jalen Richard that got the touchdown. It's funny to think because everybody's like, man, the fullback doesn't really matter. I think the fullback matters significantly, and you saw it there. 45 Ingold, he goes up and he makes the block. And that block got him through. 2nd and 10 for the Cincinnati Bengals. And a tackle, the sack by number 94. I believe that's Hoyt or Holt. What did I say we're gonna call him? I think 94 is him. Yeah, I think that's him. Crosby wants to come in. We haven't said Max Crosby's name at all today. Nice passing catch by the tight end. Uzoma again jumps up and gets it. This is that dumb animation that has the ball bounce off of the helmet of the player. You'll probably see it here again. It's sad that this animation looks this way because this is a nice looking play that gets sort of warp. Boop, boop. You see that? I guess it didn't bounce off the helmet. It bounced off of his chest, but I wish that they would track the ball with the hands a little bit better on that. We would appreciate that pass a little bit more. Maybe I shouldn't have pointed that out. I don't know. At this point in the game, this is literally like 30 years of Madden, and I feel like, plays like that shouldn't exist. Anyway, I mean, the play can exist, but the animation needs to be better. 2nd and 10, Bengals. Again, this game is pretty much over. Right now, we're just in garbage time. They're still trying to, save the clock, but this is why we just needed the ball and just to run in and get this done with, because they're throwing the ball out of bounds and doing all this stuff. 3rd and 3, maybe we can get them off the field, get this game over with. No, we can't. He finds Uzoma again, who is, I guess, his number 1 target today, and finds this guy. So 1st and 10, we better not give up a touchdown at the end of this game. Oh, a false start, a rare false start by the really either team in this game. But it's funny because last year you had false starts happen way more often. There, number 10, I believe he hits Josh Gordon, and that's going to be the end of the game. And the coach is frustrated with his super hard playbook sheet that, again, a dumb animation. I just feel like we can do better. Now, EA Sports, man, they've done a lot this year with Madden, actually. Way more than they get credit for, I think. Especially in the space of presentation. But there's other things that, man, just like, man, why is that there? 332 yards for the Las Vegas Raiders and just over 200 yards, about 211. 221 yards for the Cincinnati Bengals. And Burrow, yes, sir, we got your number, and we will never forget. You should not have that MVP trophy in your home. You need to go ahead and drive that over to Josh Jacobs because you know that's where it belongs. Clifton Saban comes in, plays wonderfully, 128. His ratings have gone up each time. Here we see a look at Joe Burrow, who didn't do that well, 193 yards total. But yes, back to Clifton, we see 16 for 23, very nice. Completion percentage has gotten better, 2 touchdown passes, and he's coming along quite nicely. Josh Jacobs had, I believe that was 17 rushes and 105 yards and 2 touchdowns. And so that's fantastic. And then Ruggs did get a lot of the catches here. Let me see. Yeah, about to say receptions. Renfro also quietly got a lot of catches. Actually, you can see, the Saban spread the ball around quite a bit. And then Harrison Smith with 6 tackles, just again quietly. We didn't say his name very much, but he's got 6 tackles, 3 solo, 3 assists. So he's there crowding the ball. Joyner with some nice plays. All in all, the Raider defense just played solid. No big gains, no big turnovers, no big sacks. Just keeping the players off the field, not allowing them to get first downs, and capitalizing. So that's going to do it for this game. Make sure you stick around for the preview. If not, I'll see you when I see you. Peace out. What's up, everybody? Hey, welcome to the preview for week 4 of the NFL franchise for the Las Vegas Raiders here on Madden 21 on Pastors Game 2. And you see Shaquem Griffin getting an upgrade. Check it out, man. He got a pretty good upgrade right there. Hunter Renfrow, we're going to help him get some, I thought we were going to do routes, but we decided to. He is actually our slot receiver, and so that catching traffic, I think, is going to be big for him. Hopefully, Hunter Renfrow is a star dev. which is a surprise to me. Max Crosby, who's having a great season so far, is also going to get an upgrade here and with power moves, which he's already a pretty good power move player. So that's going to be cool for our team and our defense. He has a strip specialist, which I didn't see. I didn't know that was about him. Next week we play against the San Diego Chargers, and they're always tough for us because they have such a great pass defense. And so the idea probably will be to keep the ball. But looking at their offense, Keenan Allen is their big go-to guy, and we never have answers for him. Hopefully we can do that. Hunter Henry, also on the tight end, is always big. Looks like we should be able to get some pressure. They don't have a great offensive line, and with the way our defense is playing, maybe we can get in there and put some pressure on Taylor to keep him from getting the ball to Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen is just a beast. Of course, we got to deal with Joey Bosa on the end. Ingram is also pretty good on the other side. The defense is just where the Chargers are just better. You know, they're okay at linebacker, but great in the corner, on the cornerback, and basically great as in the secondary, and great on the defensive line. And that combination can just be bad. So hopefully we can keep the ball on the ground. That may not happen with Saban having such a good day today. So we'll see. Earl Thomas and Derwin James, we got to make sure we hold on the ball with those guys. But that's the preview. San Diego Chargers, our first, I think this is, our first inter-conference or division game. And we're going to want to get in on that. 3-0, looking to be 4-0. Make sure you like and subscribe, and that way you can stay up in the know on all the things. And I'll see you when I see you. Peace out.